Hey everybody, this is Jay from American Survival. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. And today is going to be another installment on working in the room that we built underneath our house for my dad. We basically built him his own little tiny off-grid cabin, except for it's under our house. As you can see, our house is up on log poles, so we decided to box him in a room underneath here. And this is a little bit of how it's turned out so far. If you've watched my previous video, I do a little bit of talking about the amount of money it takes to go off grid. I mean, basically if you can get yourself a structure that's dried in, you can move in and then take the time to go back through a little at a time when you get the money and kind of fill in the blanks. But these wood drying racks seem to have worked out pretty decent. He's got his fire going. So my dad is officially moved in down here. So one bad thing about building as you go is sometimes it's hard to not have a lot of clutter because you're constantly having to pull everything from one wall, move it over to the other side, and you're constantly moving stuff as you work. But I mean, you have your home, and if you build it a little at a time as you can afford it and not have to go into debt, then it's paid for as you go. Everything that, all this building materials, it's all been paid for. It was saved up to buy, or bartered with different materials, or there's plenty of places where you can find stuff on the cheap, like places like Habitat for Humanity. These big front windows right here, we give $3 a piece for them with screens. So, might not be exactly what you want to begin with, but it gives you something to work with. So today we're going to go ahead and start insulating this front. We've got half the house under here already insulated. You see everything's all insulated all the way around, up top and all around. But we had stopped off right here in the front where it goes across the front. So, and while we were going through the rolls of the insulation, we found one roll that was unfaced, and we tried to buy all of them that were faced. So somehow that one roll got mixed in. So where we're only doing a half wall here, we're going to go ahead and use that unfaced up and piecing in all this front, and we're going to come back and tack up some plastic. That way there'll be no itchy stuff facing anybody or brushing up against it or whatever. Like this stuff is fine for now because if you brush up against it, you're not going to get all itchy or anything like that. So if you got to go a little while before you can save up enough to where you can do your walls and stuff, I mean, this is perfectly fine for the time being. I mean, it blocks out the cold, and that's the main intent. So yeah, we'll get to going on this and see if we can show a little bit of progress. What I'll do is I'll stretch it out a little long. And I'll make a cut. Now with this cut, like I said, normally we try to get the face, but somehow this roll got mixed in, so it's already paid for. We've had it for a while, so we're going to use it. Make sure it's probably big enough. So basically, get that measured out. We'll line it up. Make one section. So then you just repeat this process over and over till you get enough where you can start tacking it up and rolling with it. The face is a whole lot easier to work with when you put it in. You have something, you have the tabs in the front of the paper and the sides that you tuck back where you can staple in. So basically, we'll repeat this process until we get these pieces cut. Just need to tack it at the top and the bottom. I usually start at the top and then work it down. Leave a little fold when you tuck it in. That way you have something to tack it to. You want it a little bit long. That way it expands good and fluffs out good to fill that cavity. Same thing when you tuck it in at the bottom. Leave you a little fold. We're going to come back over this with some plastic for the time being till we decide what we're going to do for the actual walls. Actually goes pretty quick once you get everything cut. You always want to cut it just a little bit big. That way you know it really looks good. Just so it stays that good. Probably could have used a little longer staple. That should stay back pretty good. Went back through and tacked in a few of them on the sides all the way down through there. Holds it in pretty good. I think with the one in the center, that seems to work out alright. That one's going to have to be cut. Starting with this corner here, working this way, we're going to swap back to the base because we're only going to cover this front section with the plastic. So we dug out a roll of paste, and we'll go ahead and get this started. This is the easiest way I've found to get this stuff started. Might be out of staples. Sure am. Yep. Time for a reload. We're out of ammo. Tuck the tabs back. Tabs back. To the top tack. Measure it out. You want to cut it a little bit long so you have a tab to staple the bottom across to. So, like we did before, kind of guesstimate it and make a cut. And then pull it back. use your fingers to push against the tab when you push in. Work your way down. Then you come back down on the top, start doing the side. Hold your thumb over the edge, slide it down, and it'll hold it in place as you go straight down. Pretty simple. Same thing, I just use this side like that. There you go. This stuff's so much easier to work with. And this next piece we're going to have to cut because it's narrower. I know I'll have to cut it about that far in, but I'll come a little extra. That way I'll leave me a lip to tack to the inside. Start with the plastic. Line this bottom corner up. And then I'll pull this bottom up. Keep that in line. Well, here we go. We're going to call it quits for today. We got this front wall done. Probably for a video coming soon. Keep an eye out. We got a few 2x4s and some 1x4s, a few other odds and ends, and we've got a gas stove and a double stainless steel sink. We're fixing to start building. We got these 3 odd cabinets too that we can incorporate into the build. So basically we're going to build every bit of it with whatever scraps we've got, and stay tuned in the future for a video on that. But yeah, we got it all insulated and this plastic all stretched out. Yeah, it came with a little wrinkle right there, but this is just temporary anyways, so it covers the... It's pretty durable. It's like a 3-ply. So that'll be about it for the time being. But we got this front section done. So I appreciate you watching. Y'all take care. Be safe. And God bless. Thanks for watching.